Prepare to meet Master Cosmo, a local hero here in Nampa, Idaho.
Training warriors in all aspects of life. Welcome to Empty Hand Combat. I'm Tina.
And I'm Mary.
And we are here to introduce you to Master Cosmo on another episode of American Dream TV. So Master Cosmo, tell us what drives you.
Well, I'm actually super excited to be here today, but one other thing I want to tell is life, everybody, no matter who, how small, how big, we all have a purpose in life. So I always feel like I have a purpose in this world, and I was already impacting people in our country, right? I come from India by Myanmar border, so I've been to both sides, and we are very harsh life, no food, no electricity, no running water. So I grew up really poor. So I've always wanted to impact people. So I came to America. I started dojo to impact the teenager right here in Nampa, Idaho.
Dojo is a place where you can come in any day. I can have a worst day at school and I just come in and then everybody just gives you a big smile and asks you how your day was. And it's just a very uplifting place with so many people you can call family and friends.
So in some of our conversations, you've mentioned the word fearless many times. So share with me a little bit about what that means, where that came from, because that word obviously is powerful for you.
Yeah, for sure. So here in America, we have a lot of privilege, right? So we don't know what, the definition of fear. We're talking about not having food or water shortage. So for us, we really have no choice. We don't have a lot of opportunity to entertain PTSD or a lot of the mind counseling type things, right? We have to cope with the mechanism because survival mechanism. So for us, when we grew up, we become just fearless because of the survival aspect. So now I harness that. I harness all my misfortune in life, really help us to grow stronger. And so all my life, all the aspect of my life that I have been going through, I use that now to really encourage the kids and use that as an example to overcome the fear in life. Every day I wake up and I said, today I'm going to impact one person. Very small job, right? Just one person. And that's how I start my life every day. And so I walk around with no fear and I cast that upon the kids, encourage them. So we teach a lot about warrior. We teach a lot about being fearless, right? We teach a lot about love and compassion.
I come to the dojo to be more social and just talk to people.
The dojo is a place for a lot of impact. It's impacting my life, and I've seen it impact others as well.
Dojo is kind of like a second family to me. I've learned a lot of good skills. I've become more confident in myself.
We're here with Jenny LeBlanc, Program Director at Empty Hand Combat. Jenny, tell us, how long have you been with Cosmo?
So I actually came into Cosmos about 16 years ago. I was looking for a place for my son. He was homeschooled and I wanted him to get involved in something. And so we actually came into his dojo and he had a Bible verse on the wall. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I just knew that was where I wanted to be. I knew that's where I wanted my child to be. So after a couple weeks, Cosmo actually walked up to me and he had this little pamphlet and it had information about his tribe in India. And he comes from the mountains of India, no electricity, no plumbing, like real tribal living. And he left his tribe and came to America in hopes of creating money to send to them because they are a third world country and they're very poor. And so his dream was to come to America, make money, send it back to his hometown, which he accomplished. After a few years of being in the dojo, he built his first orphanage. It has a couple hundred kids. And then a few years later, he actually built another orphanage, which was just amazing to see somebody have a vision and then actually go out and do it. And then, meanwhile, he was starting a mentor program here in Nampa as well. And so he had a lot of teenagers that he was mentoring, and I saw him being a part of their lives, and I was just touched, and I knew I wanted to be involved as well. So I started mentoring teenagers that would come in, some of the girls, really hard stories, abuse and drugs and stuff. And to see them be touched by the program and actually change their lives and be a different person was just a miracle to me.
Thank you so much for letting us introduce you to Master Cosmo and his dojo.
See you on our next episode of
American Dream TV! And don't forget to make it a fearless day.